Reaction strip experiment, Jonathan Trent. So to make my reaction strip, I used printer paper instead of the cardstock, a ruler, a pen, tape, and the hang time equation. For the reaction strip, what I did was I folded the printer paper in half twice. I then made the 5mm markings with pen, and then I placed the equation onto Excel to set it so it was to determine time based on distance, and placed the measurements accordingly. I then laminated the strip with tape so that it wouldn't fall open as I dropped it. This is the equal reaction time increments graph. This is distant fallen based on time. This was based in meters, so I had to divide it by 100 to obtain millimeters. And as you see, as time goes up, the fall speed increases as the distance is much greater. This is equal falling time increments, which is time based on distance. And again, I divided by 10 in the end because this was all based on centimeters. And as it falls, the terminal velocity, you can see it as it begins to slow down slightly. So this is the reaction times for no distraction, and everyone caught it at around the half-second mark, surprisingly enough. The male average was 0.3377, the female average was 0.55498, leading in an average of 0.02121, the male being very, very slightly ahead, slightly faster. With distractions, everything increased to around 0.7, and the difference of averages was only 0.003, with a female average being the quickest. So, based on the information shown, extra stimulus much does affect reaction time because you're distracted with something else, so you can't switch attention and realize what's happening fast as if there was no distraction. And I would say that despite there being differences in the times, the differences were very, very, very small. And these differences were actually so small that they wouldn't make a difference in the real world situation. And the same thing goes with the stimulus test. As for the cell phone use while driving, I would say that indeed would affect driving. The difference between the two is if you were working on an equation, the moment you finish the equation, you could quickly snap back your attention onto the reaction strip, or in this case, driving. While a phone call, it requires you to maintain all of your focus onto the conversation so you could actually respond with something that makes sense. Therefore, while you're driving and talking on the phone, none of your attention at any point in time would be on the road. So if something were to come at you, it would probably hit you before you even realized it. And if someone was very, very slow, I would say use longer cardstock. That seems like the simplest solution to use. And if they were, let's say, super fast, I'd say with the same cardstock, make 1mm increments and place graphite or ink, something that would leave a mark, just a fine line on their finger. So when they catch it, it will leave a mark on the reaction strip, and it will allow you to more accurately approximate the time. That has been my reaction strip experiment presentation. Thank you.